In 2022, more than 600 Nigerians lost their lives and over 1 million Nigerians were displaced. In 2023, over 30,000 Nigerians were affected by floods. In 2024, over 1,200 Nigerians lost their lives to floods and over 1 million people were also displaced. Are you noticing a pattern? Now we're in 2025 and we are just at the peak of the rainy season and the flood casualties have started rolling in. Example, Mokwa in Niger State. It is now common for us every year to have flash floods, and now these floods are becoming disasters. And guess what? It is not just a bad weather problem. It is climate change, poor planning, and the poor choices that we are still making. Let's break it down. Why is Nigeria flooding more? First, let's talk about the obvious. Nigerians' floods are not just from the rain. Here's what's really causing the floods. Climate change increases the intensity of the floods through several interconnected ways. Rising global temperatures increases evaporation, leading to more moisture in the atmosphere, and this causes more frequent and intense rainfall. Climate change also alters weather patterns, leading to more intense rainfall in some areas and droughts in some other areas. And because of the unpredictable nature of climate change, sometimes you now witness that areas that did not used to even experience floods at all and I'm beginning to witness flash floods from sudden downpours or riverine flooding from prolonged rainfall. Rising ocean temperatures also causes the thermal expansion of seawater, which is usually the seas and the ocean, and then the melting glaciers and ice sheets from the north, that is Europe and co, now contributes to rising sea levels, and then this contributes to coastal flooding. So you now see more coastal cities having more flood occurrences recently. Another reason why we are having more frequent floods is deforestation. And now, I'm sure you'll be wondering what concern cutting down of trees and excess rainfall or excess water. Here's the connection. Trees play a very important role in absorbing rainfall, regulating water flow, and preventing soil from being washed away. When forests are cleared or when trees are cut down, that benefit is lost. So when we are talking, when environmentalists are talking about don't cut trees, please don't cut trees, these are the things we are talking about. These trees serve purposes, but when you cut them down, the benefits that you have gotten from having those trees around you, you have cut them away. So now you are now being left to the elements. So when the rains come, there's nothing to absorb the excess water. There's nothing to ensure that the soil is not run off easily, leading to mudslides and flood occurrences. It helps the soil to stay together. But then you have cut them down, and then the soil is going to be more loose. There's nothing holding it together. And then voila, you have opened the floodgates of floods. Bad urban planning. If you are a Nigerian living in Nigeria, you know that this is something that is very evident. That, like, what poor urban planning does is places that you're supposed to be water channels or drainage areas, people are building on them because there's no strict laws, um because there are no strict laws about where people should build or whatnot. So, or even where you're supposed to have gutters, people are not putting gutters, building houses, they're not putting drainages because, well, there's nobody that's really checking them. So when the rains now come, they are looking for ways to pass. The water channels are not there because you built your house on it. So what now happens? It has to find a way to move. Floods. Sometimes this excess rainfall happens, but if they're actually like waterways for for the excess water to pass, we'll not be having a lot of problem. But no, we have coconut head. We would not follow the plans that have been set out by experts for us to build by. Everyone is just doing anyhow, anyhow. If you follow the set rules or the set plan, everything will be okay for everyone. But we just like to toy with lawlessness. What will actually happen? The flood, the excess water must pass. And if it's going to pass through your parlor, it is going to pass through your parlor. That's what's going to happen when we are throwing trash into our gutters because, well, we say there's no dustbin, or in some people's words, they say if they pick up the trash, there will be no jobs for street cleaners. Okay, now that trash is in your gutter and the rains have come. You did not see where to pass because nylon bags and pure water sachets and biscuit wraps are blocking its way. So what does it do? it will find another way to pass. And it could be through your parlor or your office or your toilet. It must pass. If you think this is bad, wait, there's more. Scientists have predicted that Nigeria's flood risks will double by 2030. And here's why. Rising sea levels. As I've earlier stated, how climate change affects rising sea levels, because now warm temperatures leading to thermal expansion of the seawater. So now the sea levels are rising significantly, and this is leading to more flood risks, especially for coastal cities or coastal communities. For example, it has been predicted that Lagos by the year 2050, parts of it is going to be underwater because of the rising sea levels around that area. Lagos is a coastal city, if you do not know, and parts of that city could be underwater permanently by the year 2050. Not me that said, you're a scientist. More extreme water, climate change. With climate change, there's still unpredictability of weather patterns. And because of that, we are still going to see more areas experiencing more intense rainfall than usual. We're still going to see more areas experiencing lesser rainfall than usual. So just like how, like in 2022, areas like states like Jigawa were experiencing floods and people were confused, like Jigawa, like that Jigawa, why? Areas that do not have high volume of rainfall are now beginning to experience higher volume of rainfall, and this now leads to more intense floods. And who suffers the most from floods in Nigeria? The poor communities, those that contribute the least to climate change effect. Those, like, they are the ones that suffer the most because they are the ones that do not have the infrastructure to be able to adapt to floods, to be able to adapt to flood risks or mitigate against floods. They do not have those type of infrastructure. Take for instance, if you just do like a small like just do a small like research on people that have been affected by floods in the last 5 years, if you check it, most of the people that they really hit were people from lower income levels compared to people from the higher income levels. So, because those people, they do not have the money to build houses with stronger foundations, they do not have them. Some of them live in the slums where there are no drainage areas or proper drainage channels. So, a lot of them are building their houses on water channels. And when these floods come, they are the ones it first of all meets. Take, for instance, the most recent case in 2025, the Mokwa floods. The victims were mostly people from lower income levels. What can we do? Okay, and now with the doom and gloom, especially when it comes to a lot of issues surrounding Nigeria, there's a whole lot of doom and gloom. Here's how we can fight back. Demand better infrastructure. Nigerians, when we're talking about better governance, these are the issues. You think, oh, because you voted someone that comes from your village and he's not doing well, it's just all fine. It's not all just fine. When the flood comes, it's not going to ask, are you Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa? It's not going to ask, are you related to the politician on seat? It's not going to ask all those questions. It's going to pass through. It's going to destroy whatever it's going to destroy. And if you do not demand better now, you could be the victim tomorrow. That's the thing about not demanding good governance. We need to demand better structures. This demanding for better structure, it goes through all the tiers of government. Sometimes we forget the local government, and they're the ones usually in charge of ensuring that we have drainage systems and better drainage systems. We forget about them. We are supposed to be holding them by their collar. We do not have drainage in this area. What is the plan? Why don't we have drainage in this area? What is the plan? And who is going to clean up our gutters? Why are our gutters clogged? What is the plan? We need to start demanding better. Because you keep quiet today, tomorrow you could be the victim. And we do not want that to happen. Restore nature. I don't know what Nigerians beef with nature, cutting down trees, but if you do not know, please know it now. The trees do way better for you, like when they are in the soil, than when you cut them down and use them as firewood. You cut them down, use them as firewood, and okay, what next? The rains come, excessive rainfall comes, nothing to help you because you have cut down the natural defenses that God kept for you. I'm a Christian, and in Christianity, and based on my own beliefs, nature is very beautiful, and God has put everything, He made everything wonderful, and everything has a purpose. And you think that God putting ensuring that these trees grow, He doesn't know what He's doing. These are natural defenses put in place for us. But we think that we know better. Now we've cut down the trees and we've now built our tall walls of concrete. Oh yeah, let it help you from the floods. It cannot help you from the floods because the floods, the power of water, excessive water, it will knock down all those your buildings. What are we like all the floods that we have been witnessing? The same houses, like big houses falling down just because excess water came there. If you think that just because excess water came there, we should restore nature. Let us planting trees is very important. Keeping safeguarding trees, protecting forests is very, very important because it's going to help us in the long run. Because it's going to help us, it's not even in the long run, it's going to help us now. Not even in the long, it's going to help us now. So we need to plant trees and protect the trees that we already have. Fix our habits. I know that yes, the government have their problems, but you too. You and I, we also have our own big problems because why will you drink water and then the pure water sachets instead of looking for where to throw it like in the proper trash bin? You think that just throwing it outside the window of your car or in the gutter or just anywhere on the street is the better alternative for you. Brother and sister, please let's fix up. Let us recycle. Let us put our trash where it's supposed to be. Let us help ourselves and then help the government. And let's just even help ourselves. Just do it like, don't think of it that, oh, you're helping the government, you're helping anybody. Think of it that you're helping yourself. Think of it that, oh, this trash, instead of me throwing it just anywhere, if I put in the proper place it's supposed to go, at least I know that I've done my own part to ensure that this my gutter is clean. If we have like 10 of those type of people in every area, don't you think like the volume of waste in our drainages will drastically reduce? Like just think about it. You do it, I do it, five more people, just 10 people in my neighborhood just do that. The volume of waste we see on the streets will reduce drastically. Each neighborhood, you have at least 5 to 10 people doing that. Let's fix up so that we can help ourselves. Small acts go a long way. Floods will keep coming because the truth of the matter is we cannot control the amount of rain that falls, but we can control what happens when this excess rain comes, when these floods come. We are not just helpless, defenseless against this excess water. It might come with its own strength, but we too we should be prepared for. But we too we should be prepared for it. If you think that as a country we can do better when it comes to protecting ourselves against floods, please share this video with other people so that they will hear the message in case they've not heard it and in case they don't know what to do to prevent floods from ravaging the entire country. Share this video with them. Tell me in the comments, have you ever been affected by floods in any part of Nigeria or even any part of the world? Have you ever been affected by floods? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comment section down below. And I want to believe that we are back because I've said this like various times on this channel. I'll just go a wall and come back. But I'm hoping that I am back for good this time. And I hope to create more content that give me joy. And during the period that I wasn't consistent on YouTube, my older videos did better. I don't know why. And I'm very happy that those videos were resourceful to people. I've been receiving messages from people because of videos I made like 2 years ago. And I'm like, whoa, really? This is going somewhere. So it gave me the hope and it inspired me to want to even come back to creating more videos to help more people. And I'm very happy and I've been inspired by myself that the content I've been creating are very resourceful. So thank you very much for watching and remember that you can be the change that you want to see. Don't forget to do all that good stuff. Like, share, comment. Just, we want to be back and better. So, do all the good stuff. Jana Kadina, signing out.